You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, I said the other day I had no idea why Jim Harbaugh, Michigan, and the Big Ten Conference are even toying with the NC2A, or even, I guess you could say, entertaining the situation involving the technology and the sign stealing that they are alleging against the program. I just don't get it. At this point, the NC2A is losing its power. I talked about that the other day in a video. The fact is these conferences are more powerful than the NC2A now, and these universities are more powerful than the NC2A, and what it's going to take is a lawsuit for one of these universities against the NC2A to sort of stop this regulation nonsense, especially with antiquated issues like this where you have technology already on the sidelines in high school and in the NFL. Oh my God, everybody's in an outrage except several people that are kind of making the NC2A look like fools. Most notably, one of them in the Big Ten Conference itself, Matt Rhule, he was like, everybody's stealing signs. Really? Everybody is stealing signs. Deion Sanders came out and said it's nonsense. I don't care if you do know the plays. You still got to stop the plays from actually happening. And then you enter in one slice, everybody knows the rules. Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports owner, who has stepped in and said, you know what, Connor Stallions, the guy that was working for Michigan, for the Wolverines, yeah, we don't penalize winners. He has offered the former Marine a job. Said, yeah, we promote him. That's right. So let's get to this. I mean, it's pretty amazing what's going on right now involving this case, because I think the NC2A thought a lot of people, and look, Ohio State wants Jim Harbaugh in prison at this point, right? And a lot of fan bases are after Jim Harbaugh. And I said the other day, look, the unusual fact that I just happen to be a massive Harbaugh fan, and he's coached two of my teams, the Wolverines and the 49ers, both. It's weird because I've got 12 years with Harbaugh at this point. But if he's your coach, you love him. You know, if you're the opponent fan base, you absolutely loathe him. You hate him. And the fans of those teams love that. They love the fact that Jim Harbaugh is hated, because that makes us like our coach even more. So let's get to this. I don't penalize winners. Barstool's Dave Portnoy offers job to Michigan football staffer suspended for alleged sign stealing. Dave Portnoy wants Michigan's suspended staffer at Barstool. Last week, the University of Michigan's football team announced it was being investigated amid allegations that the team stole the play signs of its opponents. As a result of the investigation, staffer Connor Stallions was suspended with pay by the university. He's alleged to have purchased tickets for more than 30 games over the last 3 years and having people across the country attend the games. Once at the games, these people would record the sidelines of Michigan's future opponents to learn signs. There has been some rumors about the fact that because he was ex-military, ex-serviceman, that he was actually buying tickets for ex-servicemen. But we don't know that yet. We don't know what's going on with that yet. Since 1994, in-person off-campus scouting has been banned in the NC2A. That is baffling to me. I just couldn't. When this popped up, I was like, wait, that's a violation? Are you kidding me? Despite this, multiple college coaches have come out and applied. It's not a big deal. And that's when the NC2A starts really looking stupid, including Colorado head coach Deion Sanders.
But what are your thoughts?
I mean, everyone's trying to get an edge. I mean, everyone's trying to get whatever edge they can. You could have someone's whole game plan. They could mail it to you. You still got to stop it. So in football, it's not as pronounced as baseball. If I know a curveball is coming, I got you. You know, with football, I don't give a darn if you know a sweep is coming. You still got to stop it. Physically, it's a physical game. You got to stop it. So that's a little tough. I don't buy into a lot of that stuff that someone's stealing this, stealing that. I don't buy into a lot of that stuff. You still got to play the game. Back in our glory days with San Francisco as well as the Cowboys, you know darn well Emmitt Smith is getting the ball. You know darn well Mike Irvin is running the comeback. You know darn well Jay Novacek is going to do what he's going to do, and you couldn't stop it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You can have the whole game plan. You still got to stop it. It's still a game involving athletes. So Matt Rhule, the coach at Nebraska, also touched on it.
Yeah, sign stealing happens every game. There's nothing wrong with teams over there looking over trying to steal our signs. There's nothing wrong with us trying to look at their signs. That's why you should have mics in the helmets, right? Like all these coaches that vote against it every year is because they don't want to teach their quarterback. You know, in the NFL, each quarterback goes out there with 3 play calls because if I see the free safety's foot like that, it might be one high. I'm going to check to this play. And but you get to college and you're watching a game on a Tuesday night, and you know they got the signal and they're just calling a play. So that's what makes college football, to me, that's why they score maybe more points, but it's also why the kids are less prepared. So that's why there should be 100% should be. We could get rid of all the stupid signs on the sidelines, and we could get pictures of, you know, rock stars and all that stuff. And we could just play football the way it was meant to be. You go to a high school game, there's technology on the sideline. You go to an NFL game, there's technology on the sideline. You go to the college, there's nothing.
When you played Michigan, did you have any suspicions that there was more than the usual amount of knowledge on their side?
No one from the Big Ten or NCAA has asked me anything yet, so I'm not going to probably comment on anything like that. I would never want to cast shade at somebody else going through a hard time. I don't know.
So he said, I don't even want to get involved with somebody going through a hard time. I mean, it's pretty clear. Deion, Matt Rhule's in the conference, and he's on Jim Harbaugh's side here. It's ridiculous. So Dave Portnoy is among those who think the issue is blown out of proportion. On Wednesday, he publicly offered Stallions a job with Barstool. Quote, he tweeted this out right here. It's got 9,000 likes on it, by the way. Connor Stallions has an outstanding offer for employment at Barstool Sports. I'd be proud to hire a Marine, a Michigan man, and a born leader. We'd be lucky to have him, and I don't penalize winners. I promote them. Interesting. So, and as you can imagine, I mean, there's always going to be people mad. You know, people are going to come through here. Well, you're a Michigan fan, blah, blah, blah. I said the other day, if Ohio State was doing this, if Michigan State was doing this, if Alabama and Georgia is doing this, and I'll kiss your ass in front of the courthouse on a Monday morning that they're not. You hear what I said? So the Ohio State fan base probably ought to peel back because, look, when the Spygate thing happened, that was, the Deflategate, teams all over the league were doing that shit. Bountygate especially was all over the league in the NFL. And I just think that at times the NC2A wants to flex its muscle, and I said, I think if this was Bama, if this was Georgia, even Ohio State, I don't think they would be entertaining this. I think they would tell the NC2A, we'll try this and we'll sue you into the ground. We feel like you are no longer a powerful entity, and the SEC and Big Ten generates too much money with what's going on. Eventually, the NC2A is getting abolished out of football, and you're going to have like 3 main conferences. That's probably going to eventually get worked into 2 main conferences, okay? And they're not going to want and or need the NC2A. And like I said, I don't know why Coach Harbaugh and why Michigan hasn't told the NC2A to go bark up a tree right? Go climb a tree. Go jump off a cliff. Kick rocks, pound sand. We don't need you, and we don't care if you say you're suspending everybody. We're not suspending anybody, and we're playing football. Is ESPN going to be like, no, you can't be in the playoffs? One of the biggest college football programs in the country. You can't be in the playoffs. Shit. They care about ratings. Of course they want Jim Harbaugh in Michigan in the playoffs if they can get them. Ohio State, too. Can you imagine? Ohio State, Michigan meets in the national championship game for the second time this season? You get the point. Yeah, ESPN will sign up for that. Alabama, Michigan, they're signing up. Georgia, Michigan, they're signing up. So you get the point that I'm trying to make here. And I think it's hilarious that Dave Portnoy came out with this and was like, I'm giving the guy a job. The outrage is not the same as it was with Spygate. And there's some hate for Harbaugh, but the hate is not, I don't think, is as pronounced as it was for Brady and Belichick, because people still call the Patriots cheaters. I mean, it's ridiculous. And if ever there was ever proof of anything, Brady leaves, goes to the Bucs, wins the Super Bowl first year. That should have stomped out all that argument from forever, as if they should have been one to begin with. So, anyway, there's that. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.